It doesn't really feel adequate to describe Kingdom Hearts 3 as taking forever and a day in development, as of course we only had the reveal at E3 a couple of years ago, and we still don't even have a rough release date for this game. And now we've had some new comments from the game director Tetsuya Nomura in an interview with Famitsu, basically saying how it's overwhelmingly big to the point he was worried about how to properly handle it in terms of the story and that sort of thing. And you know, the long development time, at least in my opinion, is partially part of the problem here. But let's talk about what Nomura had to say before we get into that. He said, quote, "It's not that I've spread the story out, perhaps it's more that I've separated the parts that would have ruined Kingdom Hearts 3's tempo if they were told then. In fact, Kingdom Hearts 3 is overwhelmingly big, so it's not that content has been shaved off, it's just something I've worried over how to handle. And then, to me, I've made a lot of RPGs so far, and I think rather than listening to long explanations at the start of the game, we want to enjoy the adventure right away, so I tried to keep the opening exposition part of Kingdom Hearts 3 as short as possible. Because of that, many people will be like, why is Sora here? Feeling like Kingdom Hearts 3 begins comparatively abruptly. Of course, if you keep playing, you'll work out the minimum about the situation." I mean, I'm not going to disagree with him there. I much prefer it to just jump into the action and discover, like, why are we here, what's going on, what is the plot for this game, as I go at the start of the game. And obviously you don't want to know the plot, the driving force, you know, 2 hours later, because then you've just spent 2 hours doddering around, but you don't just thrown at you in like a 10-minute long cutscene when I'm just like itching to play this game, especially considering that, you know, we've waited years upon years at this point for this game. So I should prefer that, just to jump in, get fed like, oh, we're here because of this, or is here because this reason, through the gameplay, through showing and telling, because, you know, showing rather than telling is always good, and that sort of thing. Now, what did I mean earlier when I was saying about the long development cycle perhaps being partially to blame for this? Well, because in the time that we've been waiting between Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3, it's not that there hasn't been any Kingdom Hearts games, there's been 50 billion Kingdom Hearts games, some of them prequels, some of them kind of like offshoots of, like, Kingdom Hearts 1, we've had remasters, and of course we've had quite a few games in between Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3, the most recent of course being Kingdom Hearts 3D, but of course we're going to have that 2.9 thing coming out, which is going to be the last sort of gap filler for that particular one. So there's a lot of story going on in between, and the story has only gotten messier, and it's not like the storyline in the beginning was all that clean. As much as I love Kingdom Hearts, the story is nonsense, let's be real. I love Kingdom Hearts to death, but the story is mad, to say the least. So it's only gotten more mad as time has gone on. So the fact that they've spent so long developing it, and obviously some of those years they weren't even developing it, they were working on other things, the story's only gotten more convoluted and made their job harder, I guess is what I'm saying. So yeah, I mean, I agree with what Nomura is saying about the start. I think that's a good option to go with, and I look forward to seeing what he has in store for us. You know, I'm sure they've chosen the correct way. I hope so. It would suck to wait like, what, 10 years or something now. Something, it feels like a long time. Yeah, 11 years actually. So it would suck majorly for it to be 12 years probably by the time it comes out, and then it's not very good. So, you know, fingers crossed, but I have faith in Nomura that it's going to be a satisfying conclusion to Sora's journey and trilogy. So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions of what Nomura had to discuss, and of course my opinions on it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.